Hey everyone, today has been a really muddy day in the Maine Northwoods. Last night it poured, the day before it poured. We got a combined 3 or 4 inches. If you remember last year, this area, there was a lot of water crossing the road from the beavers. Even in the winter time, there was a lot of water crossing the road. There was a massive frozen flood. We unclogged these culverts when this beaver pond had about maybe 3-4 inches of water on top of it. It was amazing as the water went down. It was all shattering and cracking. We walked around out there with axes. But as you can see, the culvert is still completely unclogged the way we left it last winter. Beavers have not returned. This area, the beavers were trapped. We ran into the beaver trappers last year while they were doing it, and we also, the first time we were out here, ran into beaver hunters. You could hear some shooting in the background of that video. Right there is the massive blockage that we removed last year. It's good to see beavers have not been affecting this area, but there are a ton of flooded roads today that we have to get to. It's good to see this is not one of them. Coming up next, we're going to be heading up to the gigantic gas station tank culverts near Press Isle, which were also trapped last year, but we need to confirm that they did not come back yet. Beavers will be back. Eventually, another beaver will find these awesome locations to flood. Those grouse birds don't move out of the way, ever. Alright, we're about to approach the 2 gas station tank culverts, or maybe they were above ground diesel tanks, something along those lines. There's usually a giant flood here in years past. Nope, there is no flood. They were successful, as we saw last year. They did trap the beavers. We're going to get out and take a quick look at their swamp. They've nicely filled back in the road, regraded it where it was washed out from the beavers. Up here you can see some pink tape that I put up last year, still remaining. By the looks of it, it flooded up here a little bit, maybe from the rain we had recently, but I can see the whole beaver pond where it was is grown in. Yes, it did not flood this year. A lot of the trees around here are already starting to turn their autumn colors, even though it's only the middle of August. They're stressed out. We went 2 months without rain. It's good we finally got one really rainy day. But I feel like all these rivers are going to be way back down. Give it a week. We're going to be back up into the 90s for temperatures soon, which is not normal for Maine, with an average temperature in the 70s during the summer months. Even right here, this is slightly low. So, absolutely nothing. There's no beaver clogs at all. All these beavers were supposedly trapped last year. Maybe they were hunted, maybe they were trapped. But there was a trapping permit out for this location. Yeah, and it looks like at some point there must have been a big blast of water. Maybe it was even yesterday, because we did get a quick downpour. Rivers are already falling quickly as the ground quickly absorbs all the water it can. There was a gigantic pile of debris there from like a dozen uncloggings last year. Half of them were probably done by me, half of them were probably done by logging companies. You see there's a big pile of debris still here. A little bit of it's still stuck up on the river banks all along there. The rest of it must have got blasted down to the next lake, which is running pretty low. It's a good thing these rivers are able to fill up all the dams and reservoirs before it gets dry again.